Hi, this is Paul Hodson from TriStar Web Solutions, and welcome to the second of our opencart training videos. Last time we showed you how to add a category, and today we're going to show you how to use and create subcategories and how to add those to the higher level categories. So if we start by clicking on our category, the catalogue at the top here where our categories sit below, click on categories and you'll see our existing categories within the website. Now, we created a product category called jewellery the other day, and what we're now going to do is add some new categories to go beneath those. So if we click insert, the first one we're going to add is bracelets. And then again, what we need to do is add our descriptions and keywords for these sections. So if I then add in, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. If I then add in here our description, which is add perfect finishing touches to your look with bracelet from our silver jewellery collection. And what we need to do is make sure that we have some duplication of what we're doing throughout. So here we're going to add the same thing, more or less. Let's just take this out, perfect finishing touches. Okay, it's our silver jewellery collection, so we're going to add bracelets. Can't spell today, but there we go. Bracelets had the perfect finishing touch. So we're now going to add bracelets, silver bracelets, charm bracelets, and there we've got the basis of our category. Now, as I was saying last time, if you bold certain aspects of your content in the content area, this will help and give you additional weighting. It's better to put more text than that, but this is just a sort of an idea, so it will give you an idea of how to do it. Now, if I then go to our data section here, and then I decide where my sub-level of product categories is going to go. So we want bracelets to go under jewellery. And then again, we need to add a keyword for our URL, because this is our SEO friendly URLs. Now, as I was saying the other day, if this was a charm, if you were doing a section called charm bracelets, then you would add the word charm with a hyphen and then the word bracelet, and then your URL will sit up the top here will include charm bracelet, so it's a much cleaner URL. But obviously we're calling this one bracelets, so we'll do that, and then we're going to add an image. Now again, in our last tutorial we mentioned that it was better to create new folders. So instead of adding all of your pictures in here, which have to load before you can do anything, it is better to go to your little plus here and add a new category folder. So we've got one in here called categories. Okay, what I'm going to do is add a new folder in here called jewellery. And submit that, and we now have a folder that we're going to add our category image to. So if I click upload, I can then go to somewhere on my machine to where I've saved my photographs, and I'm going to click one of these images, click OK, and we've now got our bracelet image there. So we're going to use that one for the time being for our category. Okay. So then we can decide, again, don't worry about these two here, the sort order's the ones that we want. So if we want bracelets to be the first one to appear in that section, we would type number 1, and then we would click enabled or disabled. So we can disable it if we're not working on that at the moment, but we're just going to enable that one. Click save. Okay, and then you'll find here that you will see that we've got our products, jewellery, and bracelets is a subcategory of jewellery. If I want to add a new one, I then put in their necklaces. I'm not going to add any content at this point because it will take ages for us to do, but I'm then going to add that one to jewellery. This one's called necklaces again. I can then browse for an image, go to my categories folder, jewellery. I haven't got a necklace one at the moment, so let's just add another one of these. Okay, so it just gives us an idea. In fact, while I'm here, let's upload additional images as well, because you can save time by already adding these images to this folder. So if this was a necklace, this was a ring and a set of earrings, they're already in there ready for you to do, so it's a much quicker way of doing it. So I'm just going to select that one there, and then I'm going to put this one as 2. Sorry, no I'm not. This one is 2, and we're going to enable that one and save that again. So we see here we've now got bracelets and we've now got necklaces. You can very quickly insert another one called earrings, which then goes underneath jewellery. But if I was doing, say, bracelets, which I'll show you next, where you can have an additional category in there. Let's put the earrings in here. Browse. Categories, jewellery. So you can have one in, so if that was earrings, this is our 3rd item. And that's enabled. So if I save that, so we've now got subcategories underneath jewellery, so for bracelets, necklaces and earrings. So if I go to my storefront and I go to jewellery, you'll now see that we've got 3 sections in there with images. Obviously they're not correct ones, but it just gives you an idea of how that works. But again, if I hover over here, you'll see that the bracelet ones are underneath and necklaces and earrings. So you've got your 3 subcategories appearing in here with, on this version of design of opencart, your category images also appear over on the right hand side, over this side. So you can see that those ones are changing as well. Okay, if I just go back to our system here, if I was adding a subcategory of a subcategory, I would click insert. I would then add the word charm bracelet. Okay, I then decide that that sits underneath bracelets. We give our clean URL here. Now, as I say, it's very important that you don't duplicate these. If you've got 2 the same, it will not work properly and you will lose the product category. I'm not going to worry about an image there for a moment. If I then click save, you'll then see that we've got a lower level category there, so we're going one step deeper in our subcategories. And if I refresh my page here, we've got jewellery. You won't see that at that level. If I go into bracelets, you'll see that we've got charm bracelets here, and then you could have a number of other different things as well. Okay, so that pretty much shows you how to add your subcategories to your main category on opencart. I hope that's been useful. This is Paul Hodson here at TriStar Web Solutions. Thanks for watching our video. Again, if you want to view more, there's more on our YouTube page. Plus, if you've got some stuff that you're not sure of how to do and you would like us to produce a demo video, please let us know and we'll see if we can do that for you as well. Thanks again, and look out for new tutorials.